2 years running. My parents are so proud. Doubly proud. Man, Brunji, the sad part is I don't even know the name or the use of that kitchen implement that you were using. I could not even guess what drawer that came from. The guy I'm seeing is very high maintenance. Every time he comes to my place to cook me dinner, he is a real pain in the ass about like needing kitchen things that I don't have. He's like, I need a garlic press. I need a saute pan. I need forks. I'm just like, babe, do what I'm always telling you. Use your fingers. I'm not a good cook, but he knows better than to complain about what I make him choke down. Any ladies here the same? Like, it's a lot of pressure. Like, I'm not a good cook, regardless of the name of the dish. Everything I make starts with the words, "It was supposed to be," which is a naming system that runs in my family. My dad introduces me as "was supposed to be a doctor." Anyway, like, do you know you're a bad cook when you start using the wrong verbs for food? Like the other day, I was chewing my smoothie, thinking, "How does one smoothie blender?" Oh boy. So I started seeing this guy at the beginning of quarantine, and it was my first time letting a guy into my place in a long time. Like, that's very big for me. It's very vulnerable. Like, usually when a guy comes over, I'm like hiding the vision board, hiding the motivational quotes, because like that is way too intimate. A guy comes over, I'm like, I'm not ready for you to see my soul yet, okay? There's only one dark hole you're getting access to tonight. So it was like big for me letting this guy come over, but we've been figuring it out. Like, I used to worry that my crappy apartment wouldn't be up to his standards, and then I realized, you know, forget the apartment. He likes me. He doesn't have standards. He's very tidy, which is, it's annoying, but it's also a relief, because like one of my worst fears is getting engaged to someone who's a horrible slob and then I resent them all my life. And he's like, Maxi, don't worry, that'll never happen. I'm never proposing to you. Like, I tried to make room for him, but it's hard because I have a lot of crap. I'm like, look, I kept this whole shelf empty for you. He's like, Maxi, that's the oven. I've got no room in my closet because it's got all the jeans I might fit into again someday. Trying to make space. He's like, look, you don't need these. I'm like, what I'm hearing is that you don't believe in me. He holds up a pair like, you haven't worn these since high school. I hold up a condom like, same. I mean, you're not going to squeeze back into them someday. You guys ever try something on in your closet just to see if it fits, and you're so surprised when it does, you just have to wear it the rest of the day? Like, well, guess I'm wearing a tube top to this job interview. He brings a lot of stuff to my place. Some girls think it's presumptuous, right, if a guy brings a bag for an overnight, like, oh, so you think you're staying over. I love it. I'm like, bring a carry-on, bring a check bag. I want a guy with too much stuff to gather to be able to get away quick. Like, if you piece after doing something shitty, I'm keeping your good sweats as collateral. I like this place more. At the beginning, I tried to pack light because, in my experience, it scares a guy when you got a lot of baggage. But like now, I pack for a night at his place like I'm on a travel show that hasn't told me where we're going yet. Like, will I need goggles? I'm sure he'll let me borrow his. You know what? Not something you want to borrow. Okay. There we go. Most guys are freaked out. Like, if they see you've got a lot of stuff, they think you're trying to, like, invade their lives. I'm like, trust me, bud. I am not trying to fill your medicine cabinet with tampons. To be able to read the labels in there. I had a guy tell me I was getting too comfortable at his place because I left a toothbrush. I'm like, no, I'm not. But, you know, if it bothers you, I'll stop and just use yours. No, I remember my first place at my boyfriend's. I didn't want to freak him out, so I packed my to-go bag like Mary Poppins, like so carefully packed to look like it contained nothing. He goes to greet me, grabs it to carry it in, and boom! He's like, whoa! What do you got in here? Bricks? I'm like, what do you think I'm trying to do here? Build a home? You guys have been great. Thanks so much. Have a good night. I'm Maxi.